O'clock today, the race for governor of New Jersey still undecided. Incumbent Democrat Phil Murphy slightly ahead in that very tight race, barely leading Republican challenger Jack Ciattarelli. And all over the Garden State right now, votes are still being counted. It is a very busy Wednesday afternoon. I'm Brian Tapp.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the race for governor in New Jersey, one that is still too close to call. Here are the latest numbers with 98% of precincts reporting. Keep in mind that's 89% of the total vote. Governor Murphy ahead 50% to Jack Ciattarelli's 49%. That's a difference of only about 15,000 votes. As we've watched this throughout the day today, we have seen Murphy slowly pulling ahead.
Action News New Jersey correspondent Trish Hartman live at the Mercer County Board of Elections in Ewing. And Trish, counties across the state really still tabulating votes right now.
That's right, Brian and Sarah. Here at the Mercer County Board of Elections, they are working on mail-in ballots and provisional ballots. Same is happening all across the Garden State. And as you can see from looking at those numbers, all of those ballots matter. Now, the candidates thus far have been silent today. A Ciattarelli campaign spokesperson did issue a statement today saying they're waiting for all of these votes to be tallied. But bottom line, this race is still up for grabs as the vote counting continues. In a stunning gubernatorial election that many predicted would be an easy win for incumbent Governor Phil Murphy, the race is too close to call.
Going to have to wait a little while longer than we had hoped. We're going to wait for every vote to be counted, and that's how our democracy works.
Last night, the margin was razor thin, and Republican challenger Jack Ciattarelli seemed confident as he addressed those gathered at his campaign headquarters.
Sometime real soon, when we can declare unequivocally a victory, we will begin to fix the state of New Jersey.
Today, a Ciattarelli campaign spokesperson released a statement saying the team is focused on making sure, quote, all legal votes are counted. The lead has been tossed back and forth as counties keep counting ballots.
These are empty envelopes.
Members of the Mercer County Board of Elections examined questionable mail-in ballots today, accepting or rejecting them. Some had empty envelopes, some had signature issues. We spoke with ABC News political director Rick Klein about this surprisingly close race.
The fact that we're well into the next day and still counting votes and still looking at these very tight margins is very striking. And it fits in with a trend that we've seen elsewhere in the nation of the suburbs beginning to turn on Democrats, this being viewed as a referendum on Joe Biden and on Democrats generally.
Now, with such a close margin, you may be wondering if there will be a recount. Now, New Jersey does not have an automatic recount policy, so there's not a specific margin that would automatically trigger one. Either candidate can request a recount, and then they have until 17 days after the election to do so. No word if either camp plans to request one. Reporting live in Lawrence Township, New Jersey, Trish Hartman, Channel 6, Action News.
Yeah.